Scrunchy, crunchy.
There you go.
Scrunchy, crunchy. Hey, guess what? We've had some scrunchy people on the other end wanting more scrunch. Scrunchy, scrunchy. Hey, what's up? Welcome to Heal, Laugh, and Rise Up. I'm Jessie, your badass two-time cancer fighter, soul work mentor, and your favorite Latina.
Hi, and I'm Amber, a chemo nurse by day, caretaker to my husband by night, all while being a scrunchy mom.
We're here to talk all about our traumas and how we use them to grow, honey.
So grab your drink and let's get into today's miracle and shit show.
Potty training as learning how to potty train as a scrunchy mom.
As a scrunchy mom, there's so many things out there where it's like, we don't want to teach our kids that food is a reward. It's something I was actually talking to we parent, I think, very similar. And it's because we were just talking about, like, we don't want all these seed oils in our food. I'm trying to eat more grass-fed. I don't want like fake dyes in my food and stuff like that for my kids, especially for Mackenzie, but for myself as well. And we were like just talking about how we struggle with that personally. Maybe not Mackenzie. Like I could stop her from eating things, but for myself, it's like when I have a really shitty day at work, the girls at work know. They go across the street and they get me a 4-piece chicken nugget with barbecue sauce and a chocolate shake. Because if I just had a patient die on me, that's gonna almost make me feel better. Right? But that's so fucking horrible. What? That's not what I want to eat. But it gives me that feeling of happiness. And it's like, there's little things like when we're potty training, if we should be giving a bag of chips every day, right? Mackenzie's favorite thing is chips. Should I give her a chip every time she does the right thing? And let her brain go, if I'm good, I get chips. And then create this, I feel good when I eat chips. And then every time something bad happens, she goes and eats a bunch of chips. Like, do we want to do that? I don't know if that's really the psychology of it, but that's the thought process. So there's this thought that the reward system isn't good. Or the reward system should be small toy or a sticker, right? You put a star on the board that you can potty or something. They're trying to adjust the reward system to be most beneficial to the psyche. And I was trying to figure out if that's the route I was going to go. And then I found the 3-day naked system. And I was like, well, it's not the reward system. So I did the 3-day.
And have you ever heard?
System.
I've never heard of this.
never heard of this.
You've never heard of it? You don't have friends who've tried it?
And now that I've done it, I don't know if I would tell people to go do this because I've never cleaned so much pee off the floor in my life and poop.
So 3-day naked system. Nothing.
Let her be naked.
Wow.
Let her figure out her body cues, walk her through it, be really like nonchalant about everything. So when she goes to the restroom, don't say it's okay that you made an accident because it's not okay, right? We're not teaching them it's okay, but also not punishing her. Just like simply like, oh, we had an accident, pee-pee goes in the toilet, and then cleaning it together. Like, well, now we have to clean this, and then this is supposed to be in the toilet. So just like reassuring the right thing to do or the proper outcome without being like super harsh about anything. So we did that, and I told Mike, if this doesn't work, we're going to do the reward system. And it would probably be food for me. Because I don't want to do stickers. I don't want fucking stickers all over my house. I can't do toys because my house is not big enough. I don't need more shit. So I would do like a chip. My kid loves chips.
She does love chips.
And then I wouldn't have a chip problem. I would have this fucked up psyche problem that every other kid's going to have that we can work on later in life. And that's how my husband and I decided we will come to that later. This is what we're doing now. And that might be, for my household, the best, right? This is the best thing for us to do. That's what I mean by remember you're an individual, because that group's not going to say you should be giving your kid chips. The group's going to say, let me tell you what they say.
What are they going to say?
Oh, I do EC.
What's
you want to know what EC is?
No.
Elimination communication.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that it's wrong.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's not for me and my family.
Elimination communication.
Elimination
How
communication.
does
You
that
can
work?
start at like 3 months old. And you're just constantly putting them on potty, and then these kids are all potty trained. They're not even a year old. It blows my mind. I know.
I don't even I can't even understand what you just said. I don't
Elimination,
understand.
like going potty, eliminating.
Okay.
Communication, having them communicate with you that they have to go potty. You're teaching them these things from when they're an infant.
So you're putting a small baby on the toilet at that age?
Yeah, it's like a little baby toilet.
Doesn't even sound.
It's people have done it. People have been doing it for years.
Really?
One of Mike's moms did it.
Really?
With her, I think she has 2 daughters. She has 2 daughters.
Shit, that they have a full-time job by the age of 1?
Right? Yeah, these kids. And
wow.
And there's research for it.
Okay.
I can't tell you because I didn't do it. I can just tell you it's not the right thing for my lifestyle, my situation. It probably would have killed me.
Right.
I don't have it in me.
And you have to know what are the methods, because first time mom, I wouldn't know. Well, I mean, I guess I would know because people around me would be having kids and I would ask around, but
No, you have to join these groups.
And that's how you find out different methods of potty training?
Googling it, following the moms that I think are raising amazing kids and finding out what they did with their kids, finding out what they thought they were going to do, and then they went, oh, that's not for me. Don't do that, and this is why I didn't do that.
Or maybe you saw friends and family or someone that you know, a neighbor, do it a certain way. You're like, I don't really like I just don't think that would be fit for us.
Of course, I'm learning a lot. I don't know what I'm doing. But I think a lot of it is I don't know what I'm doing and I'm just doing. And then later, if I've done something wrong, I'll like look in my mom groups and try and validate what I did or learn from it and adjust it. But like life just kind of comes at you.
Right.
Right? Like I can't, it's not like school. I'm not going to be able to read a chapter about what's going to happen tomorrow and prep for tomorrow because I don't know what the fuck's going to happen tomorrow. So
before you continue, I do have a question of what you just said. When I do it wrong, I think back or whatever. But if it's your first time being a mom, because this is a true question, so I'm not a mother, what makes you think it was wrong, or why do you think it was wrong?
Well,
it feels wrong.
I don't know how to, and I guess so every night, totally off topic, but this is where I think I'm going to get my answer from. Every night when I go to bed, like my little night prayer, I thank God for pretty much everything that's happened for the day. And then I confess or repent on like the things I've done wrong today.
Okay.
And then I kind of just assess where I'm at. Am I still doing things right? And I guess that's drawn through like what I think the Bible tells me to do in a living sense. So then while I'm doing that,
so you do have guidance.
I read the Bible for guidance.
Okay.
I go to the Bible for everything.
Okay.
But it doesn't tell me like when Mackenzie hits the dog.
Yeah, or throws a rice everywhere. What do I do?
Don't do that. Like how to respond properly, right? Right. So it's there. It's just you kind of gotta find it. So every night I do my prayer and I go through that whole 4 points that I try and hit. And it always kind of comes down to like, how did the day go today? I'm thankful for all of it. What did I do wrong? What should I be sorry about? How can I do better so that I don't keep making the same mistakes?
Okay, got you.
But I don't really know how to answer, like, how do I know it was wrong?
No, I think you just answered it.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, you just answered it.
That's the best answer I have for you right now.
What you're doing is you're assessing your day.
I guess, but how do I know, telling her don't hit the dog in a stern voice was enough or was right? I don't know. I don't. And I remember the first time she hit me. I was like, uh-oh, I don't know what to do. Wow. And then I thought, if this becomes a thing, like I need to know what to do. Yeah. Because, I just kind of went with however I was going to react and did what I thought was right in the moment. But I then had to talk about it with Mike after and then talk about it with you. And I think that's helpful talking about it.
Yes, absolutely.
Like
absolutely.
Growing more experience of the situation. Like we're role playing it without really role playing it because we're just talking about it. So then by the time it happened again, I was a little more prepared. or I guess I was a little more confident in the action I took.
Okay.
Because I was able to assess it after the first time and the second time. Well, not the second time, but the second and the third time were actually conversations I had with Mike and then you, right? They didn't have to happen, but I was able to still adjust what I'm going to do about it.
Right.
So there's that. Other scrunchy things or topics that have come up. I don't have a boy. I have a girl. Circumcision is a huge
scrunchy topic.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
I guess for girls, not the same thing at all.
Right.
But piercing of ears.
Okay.
So pretty much doing cosmetic something to a person. So of course you could take your earring out and let the hole close, but you still have this little scar. You still have holes in your ears. If you circumcise a little baby boy and they don't want it, there's nothing they can do about it. So that's a big topic.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
I don't think, because I don't have a boy. I don't think about that. But there's a lot of people trying to make it religious. So quite honestly, if you're not Jewish and you're not doing it on the 8th day at this like ritual thing, I don't think you get to say it's a religious thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. A lot of people struggle with the idea of, well, if my husband is or isn't, which I never thought about this concept. It was brought up. And my son is the opposite. When they get to a certain age, they're going to wonder why my junk doesn't look like dad's junk, which I didn't know that was a thing because I'm like, who's looking at dad's junk?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, Mackenzie's seen me. We shower, you know, like, so
right.
You're going to go to the boys' room and pee next to your dad. You're probably going to see his junk. I guess.
At some point.
Just these things I've never thought about. I'm like, there's so much.
Has anybody ever asked you why haven't you pierced your ears, or when you're going to pierce your ears?
Oh yeah, culturally.
Really? Yes.
Why haven't you, Amber?
Really?
You're Hispanic. You're supposed to.
Really?
They're done like the day they're born.
Yeah.
Yes, and that was something I struggled with, and I ultimately decided I'm not going to until she wants it, which made me feel so scrunchy. That might have been the day I realized.
Now, here's
I'm
the question. The next question. You said until she wants it. At what age would you accept her saying, yes, I want earrings?
If she told me right now.
Really?
Yeah, if she said I want to pierce my ears, and I was like, it's going to hurt. Really? Yeah, because she understands the concept of, like, pain. Yeah. You know, if you... what's her favorite food? Chips. If I say these chips are spicy, do you still want them? Yeah, she knows what spicy is. Yeah, she says, no, I don't want them. They're spicy. Okay. She knows it's going to hurt her mouth. She makes the decision. If she says, yeah, I want it, then... yeah, go take her. Yeah. Now, if she gets one ear done and goes, never mind, I don't want it. Okay. Am I going to force her to get the second? I might. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, girl. You're going to get it. Like, you wanted this. No, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. Or you just get two people at the same time. Boop. But honestly, I was thinking, so I have one earring on each ear. And I used to have second holes. And they got infected, and then I had to let them close. And then I did it again, and the same thing happened. So then I did it a third time, and then they finally didn't get infected, but I lost my earrings, and it closed. So I thought, for every kid I get to have a new pair of earrings. I'll get a second, and I'll go first. Aww. So if they're like adamant they want it, and they're like it's gonna hurt, I'm gonna let them watch. I think Dad should get one. You two, him one, Dad will. The baby two. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I would let them watch. Yeah. I'd be like, look it, they're going to stab me in the ear. Are you sure you still want this? That's considered scrunchy, right? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, people would say I think so. Well, like for like you said, the Latinos. Girl. It's almost like, why doesn't she have earrings? Where did that come from? I don't know, but I have ruined my heritage for not piercing her ears. I'm sorry. But yes, I'm very much frowned upon in the... from the tias. Yeah. From all the fucking tias. And then at work, like, Filipinos. A lot of Filipino nurses. Shout out to all the Filipino nurses. My Filipino family. I love them. They're constantly like, Amber, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you? They're like, we're about to give you some diamond earrings. Because Filipinos, they be giving you, they be giving you the jewelry. I have the jewelry. Oh, you have it already? Like, oh, shit. Put it on. Yeah, why aren't you? You're not using it. You have to go pierce your ears. I'm like, I'm going to hold on to it. Yeah. Maybe when she turns 8, she'll want to get baptized. I can get her ears pierced. We can put these beautiful gold diamond crosses in her ear. Yeah, I do. I have a
Yeah.
lot of gifted earrings for her, and it's like
Mm.
I'm hanging on to them.
No, that's sweet.
And I'm sorry if you feel so angry,
I know.
but I mean, you can buy her some clip-ons. Pobrecita.
Pobrecita niña. She's probably not gonna want earrings.
I think she
You
will.
think she will?
Good Lord. She's going to want earrings and tattoos.
Oh,
And
okay.
she's
Tattoos
going to
she's
want
gonna
a
probably want.
Harley Davidson, and I'm going to get screwed.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Nose piercings.
No, yeah, she's going to want it all.
Yeah, she is.
I mean, I hope she doesn't. But I just feel like anything I want is the opposite's gonna happen.
I have to say that my favorite part of learning Scrunchy life is the food.
Yeah.
Now I know it's expensive because you know I sometimes piggyback off of you when you make an order and I want to order some of that good beef.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like it.
Didn't you recently buy hamburger meat on your own?
I did. I bought. Well, I know Sam's Clubs and Costco carry the Grad Fest patties, which I love.
Yeah, they're the
best.
They
were
That's why
out.
I get my patties from Costco.
And I don't have Costco because we don't live by a Costco. We have a Sam's. So we went to Sam's and it said Angus. I said, well, how bad could that be? I couldn't eat it. I couldn't even eat it. And I said, if anybody can let me know, can I take it back? Can I get my $25 back? Because it was $25 that they were out of the grass fed. But the food, and even some of the things that are very like healthy, like the paleta, she was eating like
just like a dye-free, all natural sugar.
That's all it is.
Yeah, we're not putting crap.
And I was like, a paleta. And then she's like, here, take a lick. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Damn, this is good.
Yeah.
Last night, actually, Alex for the first time had the cauliflower hash brown.
Oh,
because he hadn't had it.
So good.
Oh, it's so good. He's like, oh my God, this is so good.
Yeah, which I mean, potatoes are fine. I'm not.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't have all the artificial bullshit in it. That's the thing. We're eating
straight up cauliflower.
Yeah, we're eating the natural
with egg.
You know, and it's like, so seeing you and your how you run your household or how you live your life.
But it's funny because you've been doing this for 2 years. And correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe you don't remember because your memory sucks. But correct me if I'm wrong. When you first came, my food was very bland. Now you're like, oh yeah, this tastes good.
Yeah.
But before you'd be like, oh, we need a lot more salt.
Yeah.
Which I think now you're like, this just needs a little salt.
Yeah, because
like you've adjusted.
I have a salt problem that was given to me at birth by my father.
By my mother.
By my father, who was he was the original salt babe. My dad would fucking salt shit before he would even taste it.
Yeah, my mom too.
Oh, your mom too?
Yeah, my mom.
And then it's not like just one shake, girl. It's like shaking.
My mom literally takes the lid off.
Does she still?
Yes.
I know salt is so good though. Oh, by the way, when my salt sometimes is low.
Which
I don't know why. When I get my labs every 3 weeks,
you know,
I don't think that has anything to do with it. But when I see when his sodium is low, I tell Alex, I gotta eat my salt.
Get your sodium, girl.
Really?
Salt is not bad. I mean, we put salt in everything.
Yeah.
It's just that I think we decided
and the type of salt.
Yes.
Also.
But I think we decided, this doesn't have enough salt because we're trying to get all this like more flavor. But you put more salt, and my food just gets saltier. And we think it's salt because we're used to all this crap in our food. That really what it needs is more crap for it to taste like the food with crap in it.
If you're having organic food, you're tasting the real quality food. You don't need the salt. Yeah. Versus a fucked up piece of meat that they're gonna salt so it doesn't taste like death.
Yeah, but it's like all this other crap they put in. So every now and then, you know, I'm at the grocery store or I'm watching reels or whatever, and I see, like, for example, I went to the grocery store the other day and there was someone in front of me. I was at Vaughn's or something.
Excuse me, shout out to Vaughn's, where my man's been working for over 35 years. Thank you. Vaughn's, go ahead.
The person in front of me had all these red Jellos. Like, you know, like the 4-pack.
Yeah.
They had like 4-packs of red Jello. And then she had 6 bags of hot Cheetos, Bakkies, mac and cheese boxes, like Kraft's mac and cheese boxes. And I just looked at that conveyor belt and I was like, oh my God. Like, it made me uncomfortable to look at. It was like, you're taking that home to eat it? No. Do you know how much crap is in all that?
They don't.
I'm like, I feel like they do, but they don't.
No, well.
Like, we know there's crap in our food.
Yeah.
But I don't think you know.
No, yeah.
The
if
crap
you really
in your food.
knew, you wouldn't eat it.
And it's just like insane to me. It really like it brings me back to reality. Like, this is what the world is eating.
Yeah.
And maybe not the world, the U.S. This is what the U.S.
I was going to say,
eating.
yeah.
If this is completely crazy to you, I want you to do your homework assignment for today.
Yes, give us the homework. Girl, give it to us. What is it?
Type in Heinz ketchup. Heinz ketchup, ingredients, U.S.
Okay.
Heinz ketchup, ingredients, Europe.
Ooh.
Just look at those two ingredient differences. Okay. That's it.
Shit.
That's your
homework. Never
going
to have ketchup with my fries again, huh?
No, you should have ketchup. Maybe go, like, we'll start buying from Europe.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
And I'm like, even Europe stuff has crap in it. It's not just our food. But just simply, I think that was one of the very first things I did, I don't know, 10 years ago. I should probably do it recently before I give you this homework assignment. But just to see, like, why is the U.S. doing all this crap? Because it's ran by the tobacco industry. If we banned tobacco products, where are they going to make their money? Mm-hmm. And they went and took over the food
industry.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah,
that's partly why.
You were telling me about, which I learned a lot because I don't really do a lot of research on food. I should, because I had cancer twice, and that should be my top priority. Can I get an amen? But it's, it's very hard because I'm conditioned.
Yes, we all are.
But I do believe that that's why part of this partnership has so many healing elements for my life, where I'm learning certain things. When you were talking about the chickens last week and all the crap that they feed the chickens, and then I'm like, ooh, I don't want to eat chicken wings anymore.
Oh, the antibiotics.
Yeah. I knew a little bit about that, but you went into detail with that, and I was just like, I think I'm gonna be a vegan.
Yeah, go look up, if you want to go down a rabbit hole, go look up what they're doing with chicken right now. No antibiotics ever. NAE used to be the big fat label on chickens, and now they've adjusted it. So if you don't know where to start, look up Chick-fil-A and why they've decided to start allowing antibiotics back into their chicken. And that will take you down that. Is that very something specific, new? Yeah. So if you look that up, like, that'll be something recent.
That they changed?
Yeah, because they used to, I don't know, pledge is the right word, but they used to really show they will not put antibiotics in their chicken. And they've adjusted that recently.
Without, they don't make an announcement of it, obviously.
I'm sure it was announced somewhere. I think, so I get a lot of my, I don't know if tipped off is the way, but I get a lot of my info because I'm constantly watching the stock market so that I can continue to trade every day. I'm not a day trader, but I do follow all of that because I am a trader. So yeah. I think that's where a lot of my info comes from, because when a company makes this public statement, it affects their company in their stock prices. So that might be where I get a lot of my
that's amazing.
Info.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't in the know before, and I think being a mom, being a caregiver, and being a trader has really, the three have given me a lot of information.
Wisdom. And information.
It's turning into wisdom.
It is turning into wisdom.
Yeah, but it's coming from unknown. Right. The unknown is fucking scary.
That is scary. Can you give us one of your favorite Scrunchy foods? Is ready that you can just get off the shelf and munch on it? Like,
yeah, fucking stick of butter. We will end this episode here. My go-to is just like throwing butter in the pan, cooking up some meat, and eating the meat. Just like a bowl of meat.
Yeah, I started doing that because
just like ground beef with some onion and garlic.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Right? Like, you put some little bell peppers in it.
Yeah.
Bell peppers, I peel the skin, which is not how I was raised. It's so weird. I peel the skin, and then I throw it in my ground beef.
And in butter, you're not putting canola oil or olive oil, none of that stuff.
Olive oil shouldn't be cooked with. It doesn't handle high temperatures, so you can use avocado oil, coconut oil. Canola is no bueno.
No bueno.
Vegetable is no bueno.
I don't think I've used canola in a long time.
So I don't know if you noticed, I have a whole can of it. It's because it was cheap, and we make a lot of Play-Doh in this house.
Oh.
So I do have canola. I did buy it. I do support it because, tallow and grass-fed butter is really expensive. So eventually, I'm sure I'll switch over to using other things if I have to keep making Play-Doh, but I'm still conditioned to save my pennies.
Right.
Right? So I do have canola oil, and I use that for my Play-Doh.
And why is it so expensive if it's all organic?
What is expensive?
Like the foods, the things that are organic and don't have anything. Why is it that much more expensive?
Well, for many reasons. If we're not putting pesticide, if we're not growing it to be beefy and fat, it's still using the same amount of time to grow. It's still using the same amount of resources, if not more, water, your soil space to grow or whatever. I don't know if we're talking animals or vegetables or whatever. But if you're not using these things to protect this product, then you're also not going to have 100% of it's not going to be sellable, right? You can only sell what's salvageable.
Yes.
Which you're going to lose that if you don't use pesticide, if you don't use antibiotics in the animal, right? Like, I don't know what the numbers are, but if you have 10 chickens and you're no longer using antibiotics, and
half of them might die, right?
Now you only have 2 to sell.
Right.
It still costs you this upfront cost.
Yeah.
So instead, they're putting antibiotics to keep them alive. They're using genetically modified things to make things grow more plump and fatter. And now I have more meat and it weighs more if I sell it by the pound. And so it cuts cost on their end. And then that means it cuts costs on our end. But if they're not cutting corners, then we need to pay for all 50, even though we're only getting 25. Or whatever it is. But it's
really sad.
Crazy. It is sad because I think it's an industry created problem.
Oh, yeah.
But
maybe we just try to go back to the 1800s and just, you're almost there, raising your own chickens, getting your own eggs, and this is stuff, even like your produce, that if you owned the home and you had a semi-okay size yard, you can do tomatoes and like the basics, right?
Yeah.
Tomatoes, onions, bell peppers.
I joke.
So you have chiles. Mexicans only do the chiles.
Well, yeah, that's why I joke. Like, I have a salsa garden.
Yeah, you have lemons.
Onion, lemon, chiles.
We did have strawberries. You do strawberries.
But the dogs fucking eat them. Yeah. So I've never eaten a strawberry out of my yard.
I never knew that until I came here, that the dogs love they're starting to grow, and boom.
I have an avocado tree.
Before we end this episode, can you tell us about your avocado tree? I'm very proud of you.
I'm very proud of my avocado. My mango tree. Do you see my mango tree?
No, I haven't seen it lately. Oh, yes, I do see it. You got a seed. I first came here and you had a seed. Organic, and you're like, look at this seed. And I'm like, what the hell is this?
I'm going to fucking grow it.
You had it? Yeah, she's like, I'm going to grow this avocado tree. You had a seed. You had it on a wet paper towel. And you're hugging it in a wet paper towel in a thing. And then you would wet the towel so often and wrap it again.
Just keep it in the back corner of
not that I didn't believe you, but I was like, okay, giving her something to do. Now, we have to post a picture. Now this avocado tree is, how old is it? Year?
No, it's probably, because that's when you started. It's probably
going to be 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
And it's so beautiful and big. And every time I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, Amber.
I know, it was awesome.
And it hasn't given fruit yet because it takes time to give fruit.
Yeah, it's not that big.
But it is.
And I hope it fruits.
It is. It will fruit. It will fruit. It is. You got the hands for it, girl.
My little avocado guy.
And your little avocado, and then you got your mangoes growing.
All right, everyone who wants to be scrunchy, get out there and be scrunchy.
Yeah, get out there and be scrunchy.
Just go be healthy. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
I understand we've put terms and coined all these terms to things. Just go be healthy. I don't care if you're not religious. You don't need to do what the Bible says. If you are religious, go read the Bible. It's a great way to tell you what to do, what to eat.
Yeah.
Old Testament, New Testament, all of it. It's a great guidance.
Thanks for the tip. I think for us that read the Bible, let's pick our favorite verse and meet back here next Tuesday.
And go look up Heinz ketchup.
Oh, yeah.
Ingredients.
Do you have ketchup? Can we make fries tonight?
No, I do not have ketchup.
Okay. All right, y'all. See you next week. Why don't you guys like, follow, share with your comadre, your tío, your cousin, your friend. Just hit that subscribe button. See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.